Welcome to Midsomerrailway N Scale. I'm your host, Greg. Thanks for joining me this week. Although I don't have much this week. So sorry. Been really busy. Hardly home. We had a 70th birthday party, which out in country, into Gippsland, and we had babysitting. And what else do we have? Doctor's appointments. It's been a pretty busy week this week. So, what have we got? Well, we've only got a couple of things. So, it will be pretty brief. I apologise for that. Hopefully next week I'll get a chance to do some more modelling. Well, I bought some stands, and as you can see in the photo, to make a little advertising display board. I then glued some thick plastic to it, and then found some signs, print them out in glossy print, and stuck it to them. Now, while that sounds really quick, trust me, it took a long time to get it right. Waiting for the glue to dry, etc., etc. Printing the right size, because I kept missing the size by a little bit. So even though I was measuring it, it was just one of those things. I was having one of those days. And of course, with the side effects of this nasty chemo drug, sometimes things don't always make sense to me. So it was an interesting week this week. I also I had an appointment in the morning and got home, and Scott Rails, who is in Canada, Dave, was trying out Ninja. Now, long time ago we tried out Ninja and it was a bit, but it has improved a lot, and it was quite entertaining. It was pretty full on. I ran 5 trains, and we had 6 or 7 people on the screen, and poor Dave was working pretty hard trying to get everything and keeping up with everything. But it was interesting, and it was lots of fun. Absolutely had a ball.
Oh, sorry if I've gone quiet. This is way more hectic than I was expecting. Right, so this is a ceiling layout in 3-rail. Oh, if anybody is curious. Oh my goodness, there it is. Oof. Obviously need to make your text a wee bit smaller now. That's pretty cool. I have no idea where you've got that camera mounted though. That's crazy.
So a little running session. It's only going to be very short. I have a 66 pulling camera, and of course I'll have to stop in 1 or 2 places where the camera doesn't quite fit. So yes, there is a break, but it's only because the camera won't go through the bridge or hit something because it's too big. Here we go. So that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it, and I know it's short and I apologise. So until next week, before I go, I should always say thank you. Thank you to everybody who watches. I'd love you all to subscribe if you can, and hit the little bell icon for all so as you can get the latest updates when I post a video. That would be fantastic if you could do that. Help the channel along no end. So for those who are not well, there's a few people out there in the train world that we know who are not doing very well. Please take care, look after yourself, and stay safe. And until next time, keep those model trains on the rails. Bye for now.